3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Hey guys, it's Tessa.
And Adam.
And welcome back to HerdU podcast. We're so excited to be here and have you guys joining us today. Adam, it's been so busy.
Crazy busy.
School has started and I don't know if I'm coming or going, honestly.
Yeah, my days are running into each other.
It's a lot. But I love having everybody back. It's weird in the summer when nobody's here, so I really enjoy.
Yeah, so that day we went to the campuses to go welcome all the kids. A lot of smiling faces.
Yes.
A ton of them. So my first year doing that, going to the campuses and kind of welcoming them back. And I didn't expect to see that many kids just like be ready for school.
Yeah.
Like they were ready, like ditching mom and dad. Is like, I see ya.
For sure. So we had, so I was at Bluebonnet and we did not have any criers. And then Cindy Martinez kind of made a comment about that. She's like, oh my gosh, there's no criers. And then our next one was a crier. And we were like, you jinxed it. But yeah, they all just seemed really happy to be back and excited and all that good kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
West Central was fun. We had one crier, and ended up being a teacher's son, which the teacher's still going to work there. But I think
that's tough.
I think he was so cute. They were so cute together. But I saw him later on that morning, and he was just ready to go. I think cool. He was fine. Yeah,
it's cool.
Just that first.
I know.
First day jitters.
Yeah, that's what we'd call it. We'd always do a first day jitters in the classroom with like the sherbet thing. It's always a lot of fun. But something else that I've noticed, there's a lot of people still talking about our guest speaker that came, George Carroll. I thought that was amazing.
That was good, man.
Right.
He had a good presentation, good talk.
Right, and his personality was a lot of fun.
High energy.
So what's something that stuck with you from his? Because we're a few weeks out and everything. So what is something that you're still thinking about from?
So he mentioned something that he referenced it back to Thanksgiving dinner, and he remembered. I don't remember necessarily if it was if it was just a story that he was saying, or if it was something that actually happened to him. But he talked about Thanksgiving dinner. They're at the table, and the mom was sitting there cutting the ham, the ends on the ham, and she said, the daughter asked the mom. She said, "Hey, why are you cutting the ends on the ham?" She said, "Well, I don't know. Granny used to do it." So then Granny was there. They looked at Granny and they said, "Why did you cut the ends off the ham?" And Granny said, "Well, I don't know. Let's talk to Meemaw about it." So then they talked to Great Grandma, and Grandma said, "I could never get the ham to fit in the pan that I had." So you reference that and you look at it like, why are we doing things that we don't know why we're doing it? Like, why aren't we researching? Like, they actually had a big enough pan where that ham would have fit.
Right.
And you didn't have to cut the ends, but they just, routine was to cut the ends because they saw somebody else doing it, and they just kind of passed that down. Anyways, just kind of a little food for thought there.
Yeah. Like there's probably a lot of things we need to think outside the box on that we could change, or like even, I'm going to call it generational curses. Like you see that in families, but just because your parents did that doesn't mean you have to do that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that if we just stop and think outside the box, we can change.
Yes, absolutely. Or why am I doing this?
Right.
There's a reason why I need to be doing this. Mm-hmm. And if it's just because somebody else was doing it, then we need to really think about why we're doing it. Yeah.
I love that. Something that stuck for me was the growth mindset. I don't know, some of you guys probably don't know this, but I was in the classroom for 15 years. And so I taught fourth grade towards the end for the last part of it. And by the time they get to me in fourth grade, there's a lot of things that they've been told they can't do. Or there's a lot of things they think they can't do. Like they might not be the highest reader and they're like, I can't read. Or I don't know my math facts. I can't do math. And so that was something that I really always focused on in the classroom, was changing that growth mindset. And one of my favorite activities, it reminded me of when he was talking about that, is we would read a book called Giraffes Don't Dance, or Can't Dance. And so I'd read it to them, and they were you could see the wheels start spinning, because they're like, well, a giraffe really shouldn't dance, right? And so, but his whole life he's been told, I can't dance. And so throughout his little journey, he meets these people like, why can't you dance? And so they show him how to work his wobbly legs or his long neck. And at the end of the book, he's dancing, like literally doing spins and like having dance parties and stuff. And so we always do that activity with the kids and have them really think of stuff like, what's something that you've been told you can't do just because you're little, or what's something in your head you think you can't do. And it really shifts that perspective of kind of like what you're talking about, like, why are we doing this? Well, maybe if I change something here, then I can learn how to do that. So it just maybe solidified just growth mindset is a lot. Because, like there'll be times where we come in, so like just today, let's use this example. Adam's teaching me how to do some things that are really hard. And I said, I can't do this, right? And I can't have that mindset because I can't do it yet, but I will. And so that's just something that even like I forget sometimes. Don't say the words I can't. Yeah. Like those are awful. Like we really have to shift that mindset.
And change sometimes makes you feel uneasy, right?
Right.
Like it's different. So your body's kind of like, or your mind, if you will, kind of is like, what is this? This is new.
Yeah.
So automatically you're like, it's not panic mode, but what did he say? The endorphins start working in your body, and you're not used to that. So you're automatically like, okay, am I going to be good at this? Can I do it?
Right.
And it's just change. It's all it is.
Yeah.
So if you speak positive, if you think positive, or like you just said, I'm not good at it yet, but I'll get there.
And I also think, Adam, surrounding yourself with the people of the same mindset helps, because if we're around a bunch of negative Nellies, you're always going to think you can't do something. Good, yeah. Or you're always going to cut the ends off because why would we want to do that? So anyway,
that's good.
I don't know. Anyway, I really love that guy.
Oh,
So,
man,
I'm excited to kind of like search some more things about his speaking and things like that. So I thought it was really good.
High energy.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah. Sports guy. Like I love the sports side of it. So anyway.
So I got to set up a little bit before the breakfast or the convocation anyways, we got to talk about sports. He's a big football fanatic. Yeah. So I didn't know he hadn't talked about him playing yet, like where he had gone to play and had a full ride scholarship.
That's cool.
But we got to talk to football. He's a 49ers fan, so don't hold that against him. But we did get to talk a lot of football, and man, his knowledge for it, I just knew. Cool. Yeah, I just knew. Just a great dude. Just great overall.
Right. Anyway, that was really good. I don't know who put that together, but that was
good
awesome.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, so I have a question, and please don't be mad at that I asked this. So we have this little thing called Vector, aka Safe Schools. I don't know if you guys know, that's due September 11th. So how many have you done so far?
0.
Okay. Well,
HR, please don't get mad. We are working on it.
Yeah, I only have 2 done. So, but that's just a little reminder you might have forgotten. Those are due September 11th. And a lot of times they will give us like, I'm going to call them rewards. I don't know if that's really what it is. Or maybe incentives to finish.
Better word, incentive.
Yeah, incentive to finish. But let's shock the entire district and have everybody done before they even have to do that. So
yeah,
I've got a lot to do, but not as much as you.
I've got a hammer down. But
so yeah. I'm sure we'll find time. Sometime.
Absolutely.
I don't know when, but anyway.
We'll make it happen.
So September 11th, don't forget, guys, all of your Safe Schools /Vector stuff is due. So Adam, what's the new scoop? What's going on?
So new scoop.
You
guys might realize that there's a new thing working on your smart boards.
Yes.
Like ClearTouch boards. YouTube now works on your ClearTouch board.
Wait. Time out. Y'all need to give Adam a giant round of applause because he figured that out this summer, and I literally jumped like in excitement in the learning lab because that was like not the one thing, but that was like the number one request that we had.
Yeah, it's a major thing that that
was huge.
We was going to the classroom, where's YouTube doesn't work.
Yeah,
YouTube doesn't, and it's understandable. Like you want something that you can actually,
right.
You don't have to tie down your machine to your ClearTouch board to use YouTube, but now you don't have to.
Correct.
You can just use YouTube. I won't bore you with the details on how to do it, or how we did it, but just be excited that it works.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. So there are a couple of things we need to talk to you guys about the whole background behind YouTube. So the boards aren't filtered quite like what your computer is. Mm-hmm. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
100%.
So we're always going to ask you to be logged into the YouTube. is it the YouTube? To YouTube.
Technically
it's
the
just
YouTube.
it's just a safety issue. And so also if you have not curated like your YouTube playlist, if you will, go ahead and do that. Like I was in a classroom the other day and this teacher's never on YouTube, which is fine, but she wanted to start with read alouds. So I had her log in and my mouth went, I was like, okay, we got to start searching videos. So I did first day jitters. And then she said, so then she started noticing how like the sour grape popped up and she was like, that's a book that we would read. I said, that's why we curate, because then you see that kind of content. So just be careful is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, the algorithm, we got to train the algorithm
Yeah.
on what we want it to show, because you'll log on and there's going to be some sidebars of things that,
Right.
or the previews of the videos that you don't necessarily want to show your
Correct.
kiddos. But
And also keep really good communication with your admin. So like if something comes through, which happens, just make sure they are aware of that, because kids will snitch on you.
absolutely.
They're snitchers.
Oh, yeah.
And
They won't
sometimes
hold
it's
back.
not even the truth, but they will snitch. So just kind of keep that in mind. So there are two ways that you can find YouTube on your ClearTouch board. ClearTouch comes with just a basic browser. It doesn't have a name. It literally says browser. It's that blue sphere. You can log in that way, or you can go to your ClearTouch store and download the Google 6000 and 7000. I think that's what it said on there.
Get the Google Chrome
App.
browser. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and you can download that. And you can sign in and access your Drive, YouTube, all that good kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's something new, I think, too, that
yes.
we've,
Yeah, we couldn't really get to that
established.
last
Yeah.
year. So anyway, so we're pretty excited about all that.
yeah.
So it's good. Good
YouTube
stuff.
away.
YouTube. Appropriate YouTube. But
Absolutely.
anyway. But there are some cool features that we'll be able to, like I know some of the campuses are going to live stream. So that's how they would watch that. I mean, there's just a lot of really great capabilities
Yeah,
with that. So
Live stream announcements. I'm excited to see
I know.
those.
I can't wait to see those.
Yeah.
I'm going to subscribe to them all so I
Yeah.
can
Oh, no.
watch.
And
That's how you
they'll
find
get,
info. It's awesome.
they'll get creative.
For
you know?
sure. For
They'll get
sure.
creative.
Is there anything else? I think that was about it, right?
Yeah. and then
Okay.
on the new scoop.
No scoop. I like that. All right. Your tech tip, your Command S. Okay. Can I share?
Sure.
Adam didn't know this one, and I felt like so cool because Adam knows just about everything. So a Command S that we want to talk about this week is pinning a tab. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so it's just a really simple process. You can right click on the tab and you have options and you can say pin tab. So what this does is it pulls it to the side of your browser and it keeps it safe there. Like you can't X out of it. So I'm going to ask you, why would that be, like in your line of work, why would that be something that you would use? Like why is that important?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay,
I
well, let me
forgot.
tell you why. Okay, so for example, let's say there's a site that you have to go to all the time. So I don't know, like maybe I'm going to use Discovery Ed for an example. And you're showing this video every day in class, or not every day. You're showing it for all your periods or for, the time. And if you pin that, it stays there. So you don't have to go search for it or accidentally click out of it. So like one time, I'm a Google certified, obviously. Well, not obviously. That was really rude. I'm Google certified. So,
You best know that.
I hope y'all didn't know. Anyway, that was awkward. Okay, but I had to take, when I was doing my level 2 class, it's a 3-hour test. And if you X out of that on accident, you automatically fail. So like it didn't matter if you're 2 minutes in or if you are 2 hours and 59 minutes in, if you X out of it without submitting, you automatically fail.
Yeah. Done.
Like, can you imagine? Like I was sweating. Like I
Yeah.
was so scared. But I pinned it because with that thing, you have to go to a lot of different tabs. And no offense, there's a lot of you have a lot of tabs open.
Tons.
And it's hard to find things. So that is a strategy that you can use, especially if you're in that thing for a lot. You can pin it and then it never, as Kyler says, disappears.
Disappears.
So anyway, now I'm going to ask you that question again. How would that be helpful in what you do?
So I work on a lot of things. So save is your best, right? Like your best friend.
Right.
In different things. So like the website, for example, if I'm updating something on the website and I close out of that tab without hitting save, then all that work that I just did
There you go.
is disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared.
So absolutely, yeah, pinning it to where it doesn't go anywhere. It's amazing. I did not know that.
I'm so proud.
No, I really didn't.
Yeah.
So tons of times has this happened to me where I wished I'd have known that.
Right.
Because you lose all that information, all the edits that you did. I mean, there was a website. You imagine all this stuff that you just uploaded to
I
it.
can't even fathom the website,
And then
to be honest.
some of the coding, some of pictures, some of this, and then for it to be gone. Start over again, and you're just frustrated at that point. You're flustered. So no, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a
so
great
try
tip.
it out. And it's not always pinned there. So if you go back to right click, you can say unpin, and then it pulls out just like a regular tab. But if you're working in the moment, that's a really great that's a really great thing to do, so you don't lose your stuff
Yeah, for sure.
or X
Great
out
tip.
of it. I do that all the time. So
Hey, let us know in the comments if you started using it, how it's helping you, or if maybe you knew about it. If you don't know about it, now you do.
Now you
start
do.
using it.
Fantastic. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else going on.
No.
I mean, I know we just had a home football game, so that's exciting. Y'all come out and support. I know we've had volleyball, tennis is coming, golf is starting up, cross country.
All the
I
sports.
mean, there's a lot of great stuff. And I've heard that our band performance is super, not saying it's not super cool every year, but like super cool this year.
I've seen some of their posts on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and they put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Them guys are out there in the heat, sweating.
Yes.
But yes, I've seen some of the stuff.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that at a halftime show.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait
Yeah.
to see. I mean, it's just there's just a lot of really great things going on
Yeah.
around our district.
Yeah,
So.
all these kids, they put in a lot of work.
do.
Our athletes, our UIL students, all that stuff. So I go out and support. If you can't make it, HISDTV.
I heard that's really cool.
Yeah, log on, watch it if you're just enjoying it at home, or if you can't make it out.
What is it?
To the game.
Subscribe, like, and click the bell.
Yeah, hit the notification bell.
And you can catch any of that stuff. So that's another a
Yeah.
good place to find
Yeah,
things.
and those stream on the Hereford YouTube channel, Hereford ISD
Perfect.
YouTube channel. So go check it out.
Okay, so I like to end every segment like this. What are you loving?
So we just started doing, and it's something that our family started doing. We start meeting on Wednesdays for dinner. So some of you guys might know, some of you might not. Our kids are out of school, working. Well, Daniel's still in taking college classes, but we get so busy during the season, like during the summer, or even just work. Life happens.
Right.
So Mom's idea was that we needed to get together at least and have dinner together as a family. So on Wednesdays, that's what we're doing.
I love that.
And and we get to share how our day went, just laugh
Perfect.
and smile, tell our stories, and it's a good time. So I'm really, really enjoying that time. I'm loving it.
It is. That's what I've just come to learn, like, just time with your family is so important.
Yeah,
like everything else can really wait.
Yeah, and you notice that if you're having a bad day and you just start talking to your kids, start talking to your family, even like your best friend, you're somebody that's truly there for you, man, it's just good for the heart.
I love that.
So, yeah, you guys don't do that, try it.
Do y'all have a fun name for it, like Wonderful Wednesday, or?
So we just called it Family Wednesday, just for the sake, because this is the second time that we've really done it like this.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it before, but we never really, it wasn't a thing. Like,
it's intentional now.
Yeah. Now, so like Josiah left the golf course to come eat with us.
Oh,
It was a good time. It was fun, and it's a happy time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for the heart.
Awesome. Okay, you ready for mine?
Let's go.
It is the air fryer. I'm loving the air fryer. Do y'all have one of those?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so growing up, my mom fried everything. Like, I'd get home from a volleyball practice, have fried foods. Like, I'm talking everything. So, like, I went to college and lost 15 pounds instead of gaining it because I wasn't eating fried food every night.
Yeah.
So, I try not to fry food just for that reason, right?
Yeah.
So, we got an air fryer probably like 3 months ago, and I love it. Like, I love it. And I know people be like, you're going to die because it's fake air, da-da-da. And I'm like, you know what? Jesus knows. Like, it's fine. I don't know what to do. But I love it. Like, we like mozzarella sticks or pork chops or french fries. It's freaking amazing.
Wow. That's cool.
You probably don't love it as much as I do,
I
but
do.
I really do love it.
We don't use it as much as you do, probably, but we've had it for a while. And Anastasia makes some poppers in there.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. Or a fried okra without the guilt of having it in. I don't eat it. James says it's good. So, but and not having it in the fryer. So I love it so much. I wrote a haiku about it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Give it to us.
From snacks to meals, it cooks with flair. Sizzling symphony, crisp and rare. Countertop marvel, kitchen star. Air fryers wander near and far.
Look at that. That's so cool.
I love it. Like, I really do.
Well, you must love it if you wrote that for it.
I mean, that was pretty. I should, like, frame it and put it next to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sitting on my counter, and that's a huge thing because that really annoys me when the stuff is out. So it has, like, a home on the counter.
Yeah.
James is like, whoa. He's like, you're not putting it back up? I was like, no, sir.
Yeah, we're going to use it again.
We're going to use it.
So have you noticed that you're going to start, like, are you looking for recipes for it now? Or? Yeah.
Yeah. And Kyler can use it, which is, like, he just warms up, you know, like, I mean, anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I'm loving is the air fryer.
Yeah, I would too.
I know that was random, but
no.
There you go.
Look, food.
Hey,
Food's
we're
good.
honest. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and we look forward to catching up with y'all next time.
Yeah.
So
share it, like it, hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.